Hello, everyone. Welcome back to MDS. We are so excited to have you back. Thank you so much. If this is your first time joining us, you're so welcome. And if you have been joining us before and riding with us, thank you so much. We do appreciate it. Thanks for your likes. Thanks for your comment. Thanks for telling a friend that told a friend that told another friend. God bless you. Thank you for tuning in today. And today we have a beautiful guest, a wonderful guest, the son of the soul in the house, the mayor of the city that we are transmitting from. If you know, you know. Today's topic is quite an intriguing topic, and because of the youth out there, it's fun and it's knowledge to know that the youth are the future of the great nation that we find ourselves in. And for any time we find someone that will be able to inspire the youth and the generation to come, we take no ease at all in dragging them down here in the studio to be a blessing to others, to be an encouragement. And we have no other person to do justice to the topic, lifted by grace. No other person than the very own mayor of Port Harcourt, K.O. Baba.
We're happy to see you.
Mayor of Pitakwa in the building.
We're here.
If you know, you know. Well done. You've been so close to home, so close to heart. First of all, I want to share in the joy of your success for the last show we had here in Port Harcourt. It was a blast, guys. I knew it was something to reckon with. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Here at MDS, we want to say we are so proud. We are so happy to be associated with the times and how it's going. God bless you. Thank you so much for dropping by. This topic is so dear to us because we've seen you. I personally, my relationship with you personally, I've seen how God has done it. From the journey of before you got married, when you got married, how God has blessed your home with food. Man, it's been like the journey is not today. I'm so excited genuinely because seeing God's hand in it and seeing how your relationship with God, how the in-depth and the result it has yielded, it gives me great joy to be able to transmit today and tell someone that there is always results when it comes to serving, when it comes to yielding. There's always a great result. And like I keep saying, no matter the genre you find yourself, now you're a comedian. When you have taken over the city of Port Harcourt, we are happening in the kingdom. We're happening, returning the glory back to God. I just want you to shed a light on the story of lifted by grace. I couldn't find anybody that fits into that topic more than you.
Okay. First of all, I want to thank you for this. Yes. We need to create more podcasts in our city.
Yes.
Because it will give us that expression and exposure that we need for our creative, for our intellectuals, for the good people. So, 100 goes out for you. Yes. No. When I saw the podcast, if you decide to do anything with your resources, but having the intention to do this, share knowledge and impact our city, not just our city, but when somebody is in Lagos, Abuja, UK, Europe,
everywhere,
and they say, oh, I like this person. Where's this person recording from? They say Port Harcourt is a plus to our city.
Yeah.
So thank you to you and the crew.
Oh well.
After now, send me an account. Let me provide. That for prayer.
we thank God. So we're just happy to have you here. You're so welcome.
Yeah. So, but every time I get this question, my concern is about where I will start from. What am I going to say? But I tell people I'm a deal boy, and everybody who knows deal, or if you know Lagos, Ajegule, we are like the Ajegule of River State. But the beauty of it is, I've been able to move from the point where I was doing comedy for years. Nobody was giving me 10 naira. My first paid job after many years was 3,000 naira. And I've grown to the point where I've been paid 500 times of 3,000 naira.
Of course.
For a gig, like 1.5. So if you look at the years, you look at the time, the stretch and everything, and being a deal boy, it means that when God's grace is upon you, you add faith and work to that grace. Yeah. Yes, because
to pay off.
What activates the grace is your faith and your work. Your faith level has to be high.
Yes.
Your work level has to be high.
Exactly.
And then that grace with the normal will now go higher and things will keep happening. You now have higher and better results. So I can look at it and say that your environment cannot determine your advancement.
Exactly.
You might be in an environment where people are not giving you the chance.
Exactly.
But notice it. If you have faith, you are working. Because faith without work is
It's dead.
And the grace of God that is already sufficient is on it.
Exactly.
To progress.
Exactly.
So I moved from that point. My first event was Royal Castle Hotel, 96 a bed jumbo. It was, I think I do regular free VIP 500. The number of persons who pay the VIP no go anywhere. The point I make on the table, consider for VIP. Then I moved from that point. I went to Glory Rain Assembly. Pastor Clem gave me the church. I did another comedy show. I moved from that point. I was doing that for years. At the point, I almost got stranded doing shows because I've spent some years as a comedian. I was only performing in some churches and nobody was giving me the chance. One of my colleagues, they invite me there, and then I said to myself, you can make it happen for you. And that's what most people know, because the grace the grace is just waiting for you to hit that track.
Activate it.
Yes, and then you start running the race. When you start running the race, what happens is that the grace will now push you through. Because I say that G is God. So it's like God, race, when you put them together and grace.
Honestly.
That's how so I started from that point. I now did after some point I did an event at Landmark Hotel, and at Landmark Hotel it was regular 1,000, VIP 10K, and it was good. I moved to Aladumo Hall. Aladuma I went to the Atrium. I went to Grace Place. From Grace Place, process by process. At that point, Aztec was like big. Not also forgetting to say this. When we talk about being lifted by grace, you must be someone that is listening to your spirit.
Yeah.
As when God will tell you, say, do something.
Exactly.
You do them.
Exactly. Obedience.
Yes, you now search your spirit. Somebody has asked me this question before. Say, how do you know that is God? And then I said, that peace of mind that passeth all understanding. That place for Job 32 verse 8 will say, there is a spirit in man.
Yes.
The inspiration of the Almighty giveth. That particular place is important. So I took it from there. From being a comedian that was doing free gig, to cut the long story short. Then we did Aztec. There was lockdown. And imagine a 2,000 capacity plus lockdown, because I've announced the show and the governor announced because of COVID 6 p.m. Lockdown. And luckily for me, I called some people in government who helped me. I talked to governor, everybody know waiting, and they tell me. And I started praying. So the week of the show, they adjusted it to 8. I said I'm not going to cancel my event. I've cancelled the year before. Paid venue, did a couple of publicity, cancel. And this year I'm not going to do that. I changed the time of the event when they declared the lockdown to 1 to 2 p.m. So I will just do 1 p.m. to 5. Luckily for me, they now shifted the lockdown to 8. So I started by 2. We had a good show till like 7, 8. Some people were still in the hall. They know they fear themselves close to 8 o'clock. And when I finished that show, I said to myself, the next year, there was lockdown. And this thing did like this. If I try them now everywhere they open, I will do problem. And I told my team, I said I will go to UI Event Center. And everybody was afraid. 5,000 capacity. I said, like I said before, I had grace. It has always worked for me. People love me. People respond to the things I'm doing, because before God could tell you do this thing, don't put you in good. No.
Exactly.
Just like when God wanted to do you to do this podcast, somehow you may not know. He will make sure that Ike is available.
Yes.
This person is available.
Sure.
This thing is available.
Sure.
Now, when you activate that move, call the person.
Sure.
You could just find you want to do this thing. The person name don't enter your head. As you call, I'm okay. I'm coming to see you.
Exactly.
That's how it works for me. I have that belief, and then I moved to UI. We did first edition. The impossible hall became possible. Some of my colleagues were talking me down. They were telling me how they have done 4 or 5 shows there. The shows were flopped. The hall was scanty. The woman that owns the hall, I give her the kudos. Mamuche Naize. She will call me on phone. How is your show? Are you pushing? Are you sure you can fill the hall? Because I know with God all things are possible. Mama, leave it. I'm a workaholic. And we took it to that point. So from somebody who did
2000.
So we did 2000, we moved that. My first show, regular free, VIP 500. My last show, regular 7,000, VIP 10,000. My table, my highest ticket was 5 million, and people paid for it.
Wow.
So your 500 naira, people know if it's still done, and you have a 5 million naira table, and people are paying for it. And you can actually say it's a case of being lifted by grace. It is not by work, it is by grace.
Wow. How does this concept of grace really resonate with your relationships, and also this place where we have found ourselves, in the place where God is stepping in and advancing you? How has it affected relations? How have you been able to navigate your relationships in that area with that grace that you carry? Because a lot of works went into IU, because if you look at the whole concept, even the city is still with all the boards and everywhere, you can see the boards around the whole city of Port Harcourt. So you'll be able to know that this person has some level of connectivity with people, relationship. And how has that grace been able to speak concerning your relationship with men?
Okay, for me, I understand the place of people, and I know that the key thing about grace, when God gives you grace, is making people to like you. And if you want people to like you, you cannot take character away from it. There are a lot of persons that you will never do them favor because you just hate their character, then get bad character. So consciously, I've been able to develop this attitude, develop this behavior that I must make myself likable. Likability is key. Yes. Let's talk about this. There is a lot that has to do with connections, and there's a lot that has to do with making people like you so that you can connect. So likability has a link with connectivity. That's for me. That's how it works. So, building a relationship with people, I'm so intentional. I'm so conscious about it. I want to be sacrificial. I want to always ask myself, this person, why are they close to? How useful are they to the person?
Exactly.
And I don't want to be the one who is always waiting to collect.
Receive.
So I consciously planned my life in a way that I can also add value to people. Then the next thing I've noticed too, as much as God gives you grace, you must be intentional in building the relationship that you want. Most of my friends, the A-list celebrities there, when I want to get close to them, when I start a project, I know that I need them. I start months or years, and I start getting that connection. I just know that the kind of grace that God give me, if I say I want to meet the governor now, and I start early, I will miss the governor. Yes. So please, in building relationship, don't play with character. The Bible says the person who wants friend must make himself friendly. Don't joke with character. Don't also be intentional about it. Everybody cannot be your friend.
Exactly.
Yes, so have good character. Know the kind of persons that you need to relate with so that when you get close to them, grace at work, the thing will just
spark up.
Well, yes. Thirdly, also I tell people this: whenever reach anywhere, we want to feel big. So if you humble yourself, God brings you. And everybody knows a humble man. You don't fake
at all.
You don't fake humility for too long. You don't fake humility.
You can't.
For too long. Yes. Some of us think when you are outspoken. Yes. All those things are unnecessary arrogance also. And so when you are humble, you give grace the opportunity to do in work. When you are humble. So in relating with people, be humble.
Exactly.
Very important. Lastly, show intelligence.
Excellent.
Yes. People like people that are intelligent. People like people that represent competence, excellence. When they deal with you and you are very, very intelligent, a lot of people want to relate with you. And let's not forget, if we use this word, this man, I used to say this, my pastor is very gracious towards me. What I mean is that this man likes me.
Exactly.
And will always do things to support and favor me. I used to say it. that word gracious is called out from the word grace.
Yeah.
Yes. So in building relationship, for me, these 4 things don't help activate the grace.
Wow. I hope this goes a long way to, to our guests, and, talking about some of the pointers he has been mentioning. And we're hoping that the youth out there, you've said quite a lot, but, I'll actually give you, give you the screen to actually talk to them, because what we are seeing now is a situation where a lot of young people are in a hurry.
Yes.
I'm proud to talk about how long I've seen you, and look at how excited I am, because I know that it's not so much of strength, in as much as I know that's why I chose the topic lifted by grace. I know that the hand of God was upon it, but are you seeing the time that you have sown into it? And now we're in this era where we are practically pleading to this young generation. We've handled topics like school na scam. We've had a lot of topics concerning this youth, and this need, this so-called, for me, I think it's so bad that the enemy thinks he can get a grab of the youth. I would really like you to look into the camera to advise a young boy, a young girl that is coming up, even if it happens to be in this your field of career, to know the essence of time, the essence of gratitude, the essence of humility, which you have mentioned a few, and we will not fail to highlight on them when we're typing out the pointers of today's topic. It cannot be overemphasized, and when we create a cut from it to show them that these are the things that ought to be in place. Please, we'd like you to take to the camera to encourage those of them that are out there that are thinking of making fast money. It's not the way to go. Patience, timing, humility, gratitude, and putting work, because the Bible says that faith without works is dead. So putting the work to activate the grace.
Okay, I'm tired of encouraging people, because even me, so I need encouragement. But let me be very honest with you. A lot of you, some of you are setting, you raising the bar for yourself in an unnecessary manner. Like you are doing a lot of comparison. Young people, you're looking at your colleague. See person who finish school the same time, don't drive car. See person who didn't this. Some of you don't even know how they're making their money. So instead of living your life, staying on track, the track that you should be, it's like you are running a race. They run, they try and turn that person in front. They can push you down, they can disqualify you, you can lose a lot out of it. And that's why a lot of persons have lost their life. So I tell you this, as a Christian who reads the Bible very well, Hebrews 6 verse 12 say, follow those who through faith and patience inherit the promise. We don't already say faith without work is dead.
Exactly.
So it means faith work, and then they are patient to see the result from their work. I've done this over time. I've said this. I didn't start entertainment, and then I was looking at how the other person is doing well. I'm not doing well. Make yourself your own competition. Tell yourself that if last month I earned 100,000 naira, let me work and see I can earn 150,000 naira. Exactly. Because you are your competition, you don't earn that amount. You go still know you will not earn them, and then you reevaluate and then try to
come back again.
When it is the other girls we've won, the other girl's handbag, the other girl's iPhone, that is your competition. You want your iPhone to be better than her own. Sometimes you get something better, you get something far better, and you become depressed. So make yourself your own competition. Don't compete with anybody. Now, most times we've seen a lot of young people without plans. You just live your life. You wake up in the morning. Every month you step in. You don't know how you want to end the month. In my career, I'll tell myself, these are the things I want to do every month. I started my career from working alone to a point where even as a comedian, I have about 13 full-time staff working with me. And we are all eating from comedy money. It starts from a process. Please, listen, progress is a process. It's not a one-stop thing. You take it one step at a time. Find a job. When you find a job and you start earning, tell yourself, if I'm earning 50,000 naira today, what does it take to earn 75,000 naira soon? And 100 and 150. That all this instant gratification that we are doing is what is bringing us instant debts that we are seeing all over.
Yeah.
Do not trade your peace of mind for anything. Because if you trade your peace of mind, when you grow old, you will be pissed off. Honestly speaking, hunger will make you, a lot of things will make you. Do not trade it for everything. Set your goals, plan your life, relate with people that are doing the right thing and doing well. If they appear to be doing well, no, there's a way that cement right onto a man, the end thereof is dead. The entertainment we are doing, there are communities you go, they will give you one thing. It rub for hand if they go show you, tie for waist. People, almost everybody I knew back then that was engaged in all that nonsense, today they are struggling. Sometimes the person who is doing that charm for you today will die in 5 years' time, and you will not be able to renew it, and your career dies with that person. Take it one step at a time. Grace can take you from this point.
Wow.
What that grace needs: faith, work, patience. God bless you.
Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. This is a power-packed session. We can't wait to have him back again. And I know he cannot be tired of encouraging. He cannot be tired of encouraging, because indeed the youths need to hear this. And we are so grateful to God for where God has brought you. And we are so much, in prayers and in support.
Amen.
That God will continue to lift you higher and higher.
You are only my standing support for the last show.
We are always here. Yes, no shaking. No shaking at all. We're always here.
Support.
We are here for you. The mayor of Pitakwa, we are here. No, thank you so much.
I also appreciate you. You've been supportive, yes. Even though I've not gotten the last show support, which I will still get. And not just to me alone. I like the fact that you support a lot of young people, and then God will keep you alive.
Amen.
And keep your husband alive. Yes,
Amen.
Keep doing it.
Amen.
Yes, I know others may not have said it, but they are hearing it from me firsthand that you've been a supportive person.
Amen.
God will bless you.
Amen.
And this man standing support me will now come again. The blessing.
No problem. God's grace is sufficient. Yeah. He's sufficient. God is really sufficient. So his power is made, he's making us whole in our own weaknesses. So God is sufficient. We just want to say thank you. Thank you for dropping by. Thank you for also being a support system for MDS. We are excited to have you here. We can't wait to end the season for everybody to see. So thank you, guys. I want to say a big thank you to our audience today. Today's topic was lifted by grace, and we can't emphasize it enough. We just want to say thank you for tuning in today. Watch out, and please tell a friend to tell another friend, because here on MDS we're here to learn, unlearn, and relearn. Thank you for watching. God bless you.